Kamaldin Farah. This is the report. Listening 8, reading 8.5, writing 7.5. Well, he had some issues with respect to basic grammar stuff, vocabulary, but he managed to get 7.5 writing. So can you beat that? The real examples, I even showed you his essay. Isn't it? I showed you essays. So what matters is something different. Majority of them might experience severe financial challenges. You have any proof? You have any examples? The person says, I don't want to write. The examiner says, I don't want to give you marks. That means one idea has been written in one line, one sentence, done and dusted. Now the person jumped to next idea. That's a wrong structure, wrong representation, wrong coherence cohesion. Here, idea is wrong. Coherence cohesion is also wrong. Stuck in 6.5 and have no clue as to how to move to 7? Well, let me first tell you what all things that actually don't work. Use these 5 words to get 7 in writing. It doesn't work. Use this template to get 7 in writing. It doesn't work. Use this book which has all the answers for all the repeated questions and secure 7. Doesn't work at all. Use this one grammar technique to score 7 also doesn't work. So then how to get 7? Well, today I'm going to show you the real things, real examples. The score reports of my students who have got 7 and 7.5 and their earlier essays and what change they did towards the end and ended up getting 7 or 7.5. Each and everything, the real things, the real essays, I'm going to help you understand how to move from 6.5 to 7. Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS. I really hope you are doing fantastic. Well, today I shown just in the preview, I'm going to talk about how to move from 6.5 to 7, especially in writing. IELTS writing, general or academic, it doesn't matter. So before we actually begin, well, I have the data that only 2% of the people who watch the video actually subscribe and hit the bell icon. Rest don't. So kindly do subscribe if not subscribe to this channel. And if looking for an online course, online essay feedback or whatever it is, you can text us in the WhatsApp or give us a call. We will be definitely happy to assist you. So without wasting any time, let's start with our how to improve from 6.5 to 7. Here you go. So before we actually begin, let's understand how you are evaluated. Well, you are evaluated with respect to 4 components in IELTS. First is task response. Second is coherence cohesion. Third is grammar, and fourth is vocabulary. Well, a lot of things, a lot of videos in the YouTube concentrate more on grammar and vocabulary because it is easy to make some cheesy things out of it. Use all these 7 grammar tips. Use this 5 words. It is very cheesy, isn't it? It's very attractive things. But the actual thing doesn't come from grammar and vocabulary. That's exactly what I'm going to show you today. What gives you marks is not the grammar or vocabulary. What I meant is there are better things. There are things that are more important than grammar and vocabulary. Task response and coherence cohesion. Hope you are getting it. Task response is your answer. Meets the requirement of the question. If the question is, what did you eat for the breakfast yesterday morning? And you say, I ate my breakfast at 9 a.m. The question is not what time you ate. Question is what you ate. So task response is whatever the question asked, are you answering it? Coherence cohesion, it's the flow of the ideas. It's not just about using firstly, secondly, on one hand, on the other hand, in contrast, 100% no. Well, that's a part of it too. Coherence cohesion is a narration. You just have to go back to your olden days or childhood days wherein your grandma or the granddad, usually the grandma, narrates the story and puts the kid to sleep. That narration. That is the narration. So that narration you have to put it here, not to put the examiner to sleep. What I'm telling you is that narration is nothing but the reader should understand that there is something more important. There's something more things to come. I really want to read further. You just have to captivate the reader with that narration. So I will show you today as well how to get that. And also I'm going to show you the real examples of my students who made mistakes, got 6.5 and covered that mistake to get 7 or 7.5. So with this task response and coherence cohesion, let's understand what all mistakes people do. Mistakes can happen only in 2 fields. The very first thing, you lose marks when your idea is wrong. That means task response, gone case. Or You lose marks when your representation is wrong. That means coherence, cohesion, concase. Nakul, what about grammar? If you're decently good in grammar, not like a Shakespearean English, normal grammar, then that should be sufficient. Nakul, what about vocabulary? I have by hearted already some 20 words. I want to use it. It's not going to make any difference to your score. Correct. First, get the basics right. We will talk about grammar and vocabulary some other time, but get the basics right. Correct. These are the better, like prioritize things to get 7 or 7.5. If you want 8, then things are different. For 7 or 7.5, you lose marks when your idea is wrong, or you lose marks when your representation is wrong with respect to task response and coherence cohesion is what we are talking about. So I'm going to show you a simple essay. Look at the essay here. Many companies sponsored sports as a way of advertising themselves. So that's a topic statement as a first statement. Now comes the next statement. Some people think this is a question statement. It is a good thing. Others think it has disadvantages. It is a bad thing. Discuss both the views. First para you will write company sponsors blah blah blah. Some opine, while some opine this is a good thing, others believe this is a bad thing. This essay will discuss both the views followed by my opinion. Fine. No marks for that. Because the marks will come for body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, that is this para 2 and para 3. Here they are just saying this, discuss both the views, totally fine. So now let's understand what mistake the person is doing. Hope you have understood the question. Company sponsors sports as a way to advertise themselves. That's the point. Companies want to make a good business, so they advertise their products through some sports competition. It could be a badminton, it could be football, it could be cricket, or whatever the sports. So this is a typical response from a student of mine. On one hand, sponsoring the sports for advertisements incur a large number of expenses to the company which can be utilized for other useful activities. Idea wrong. The question is different, answer written is different. How? Why large amount? There are a lot of loopholes. See, what I'm telling you is the person has written incur a large number of expenses to the company. Why it incurs large number of expenses which can be utilized for research and development? Why would research and development come here? How? Not written. That means one idea has been written in one line, one sentence, done and dusted. Now the person jumped to next idea. That's a wrong structure, wrong representation, wrong coherence cohesion. Here idea is wrong, coherence cohesion is also wrong. Moreover, that means we came to second idea. There is no assurance to increase the customer base by this kind of supporting. Okay, let's see what person says. When organizations contribute heavily to sports, majority of them might experience severe financial challenges. You have any proof? You have any examples? The person says, I don't want to write. The examiner says, I don't want to give you marks. It's as simple as this. Representation has problems. Wrote the main idea, wrote supporting idea, but has not supported well enough. There is no, so this is called narration. If you want to put a child to sleep, the child will not sleep by listening to this. It will ask, do you have any examples, grandma? Why do you think there is no assurance? The grandma has to say, you know what happened? For example, that is missing here. So coherence cohesion issues. Alright, next. Furthermore, the first two ideas are not completely finished. They're incomplete. The person has written third idea. A myriad of customers are neither interested in sports nor observe those advertisements. Excellent idea. But let's see. As a result, they would not purchase those specific products. It's like facts, writing in facts. Articulate it, man. Not there. This would lead to unbearable loss and sometimes a few firms might go bankrupt. Of all the three ideas, only third idea is decent enough, but it's not articulated. What is your name? My name is Nakul. No, what is your name? Give us more background story. That is not there. So we will quickly go to the next paragraph. It has advantages and disadvantages, right? Disadvantages the person has written, advantages, and then we will see a typical response from a student who got 7.5. I'm going to show you the real things. I'm going to open my mail where students of, the registered students send us for the feedback. There I'm going to write his name and I'm going to show how many essays he has sent, what essay, for this same question, what he has written, and in the end, how much marks he has got in the exam. So just wait for it, couple of minutes. On the other hand, in some cases, sponsoring sports would bring global recognition. Okay, the person is trying to write advantages. Even if there is no immediate rise in sales, this will benefit gradually. Why there is no immediate sales? Not written. The person is assuming reader is okay with it. Examiner says, why do you think there is no immediate rise? Write something saying because of this there won't be any immediate rise, but over the time it can still climb up. Not written, no supporting ideas. For instance, okay, cricket lovers try to emulate. These are all coming from, use these 7 words to get your writing 7 in YouTube. It is coming from those things. Okay, emulate their favorite players and indirectly contribute to company's growth. Eventually, through passive income, companies could witness a remarkable benefit. It's not clear why it will not immediately rise and it will grow slowly only. I mean, not very clear. She could have directly written the advantage. However, sponsoring sports would be a narrow thought for advertising a company. In order to achieve sales growth, several ways can be followed instead of. The question is not what other ways can be followed. The question is write the advantages, write the disadvantages. Student says, no, I will write alternate ways. Examiner says, I will make you write one more time by giving 6.5. So it's very simple. I mean, I might sound very funny sometimes, ironic sometimes, but it's all truth. So now I'm going to show you the same question. Read the question again if you want. The same question. Have shown you the problems. They will lose marks because idea is wrong. They lose marks, or you lose marks if your scores are stuck at 6.5 because your representation is wrong. There are only 2 possibilities. Let's understand how to fix it. Then probably you would understand what exactly I'm talking about. So basically I'm talking about a structure. In the essay that I showed just now, the structure was lacking. The person is just writing ideas after ideas. The thought process is not clear. The articulation part is not clear. For whatever the ideas you write, you have to write supporting idea and example. So this is one of the structures what I recommend all my students to use. If you write one main idea, don't write another main idea immediately. One main idea is like apple. Continue talking about apple. No, Nakul, I like grapes. No, please. You can like grapes, but after you make apple juice, drink apple juice and sleep for a while, and then you say, okay, apples are done, let me buy a different fruit. So one main idea is apple. Supporting idea, continue talking about apple. Examples, 2 to 3 sentences, continue talking about apple, and then conclusion if required. This is done. Now, in addition, if you want to have another idea, grapes, you take one more idea, supporting idea, example, and conclusion. So now let's get to our students' response. Nishant has written, one of our students has written the same for the same question. Let's see. So this is our portal. So here students send essays for the feedback. So that's the same question you see. Many companies sponsor sports as a way of advertising themselves. Something that it's a good thing, other thing it has disadvantages. Same question. Let's read this. I've given 8 for this. Let's read. With respect to coherence cohesion, I'm telling you, the main objective of advertising is to reach mass sections of society in the most cost-effective manner. That's the main idea. Okay, can you really reach? Support it. Next line. And sponsoring sports is one of the most powerful or profound ways to achieve this. This is because. When you use the word this is due to the fact that this is because, automatically you start justifying the previous line. To reach mass sections of the society in a cost effective manner. Why? A wide range of demographic graphic section of society view. I have written watch sports. Associating with a sports event allows corporate companies to pitch their products in front of an extensive customer base. See there, the point is reach mass sections of society, demographic sections of society in front of an extensive potential customer base. It's all talking about one thing only. And he has already written 2 things. Main idea is to reach mass sections of society and then support it because most of the people watch it. So this helps the advertisers to put their product in front of the potential customer base. For instance, example is giving. Hope you are getting it. The same thing, main idea, supporting ideas, example. For instance, so here comes the main idea. This comes second, supporting idea. Now example. FMCG companies like Coca-Cola sponsors a number of cricket and across the globe. Now he is writing the examples, continuing. This has contributed tremendously in increasing the brand recall value of the company and hence demand globally. So if you see, entire thing is written on one main idea. On the other hand, the first essay what I showed, it has 3 different ideas and all ideas were wrong. So now when you think that the more you write, the more mistakes you make, then less you write, but less, like perfectly you write, succinctly you write. So this is the main idea, to reach mass sections of society, and with that, how can the business people, the businessmen make a lot of money. That's exactly what he has written. Therefore, conclusion, sponsoring sporting events is a very effective way. Entire thing is talked about one thing. Let's check the next idea here. On the contrary, many people believe that sponsoring sports event is not a focused way of approaching target customer base and hence renders ineffective. Why? Continue. This is because a substantial amount of money is spent, but it does not guarantee that it will hit the target audience. Moreover, people who are ardent fans have their attention fixated on the actual sporting event and not much attention is paid to the sponsors involved. Do you have any examples wherein it says it is not guaranteed, or the sporting or the audience, the fans will actually be fixated on the sports as such and not on the advertisements? You have any examples? He writes, yes, I have example. The same thing he has written from top to bottom. Yes Bank used to be title sponsors of many cricketing tournaments, but organization discontinued. Why? Because their customer base are adults who use the banking system, whereas sporting events attract a mix of population, because of which that was not working for them. So he proves in a way that right customer base is difficult to get. As a result, it may be a loss. And then he gives the opinion. That's the question here. State your opinion. He gives opinion. You can give whatever the opinion you want. In my opinion, whether a company should sponsor sporting events or not completely depends on the kind of business the company is doing. Whatever the opinion you want, you can write more also. My intention is, the previous essay you saw and this essay you saw, there was a huge difference, isn't it so? Both have almost similar ideas. See, this person also has similar ideas as what the other person wrote in the first essay, but this essay has a better narration. So now let's understand let's see how much marks this person got. So this is what our WhatsApp group, where all our registered students are added. So I think in October 30, he got this report, overall 8 in the very first attempt. And he had not even looked into any of YouTube channels, any websites, nothing. Only with us, and only one person he got into, completely believed in us, completely trusted, and he wanted 777-8 and reading 8.5, listening 8, speaking 8, writing 7, because he made some mistakes. He should have added another idea, which he did not. And this is his report, if you can see properly. Here, same thing, listening 8, reading 8.5, writing 7, and speaking 8. So this is people congratulating him. So what I'm showing you is the real things. If you write like this, you'll get marks. Not just because you add extra words, 5-6 words from the YouTube, you'll not get marks. And this is his. You can pause the video and read what he has written. He has written the real things, what people go with, what people will assume, and what is the actual reality he has written. You can go through that. Not just this, we have multiple examples. So I'm going to show you one more example. Kamaldin Farah, we will come here. This person, let's say, in many countries around the world, life expectancy is increasing. So this essay is a proof why even with poor, not very poor, even with little, some grammatical issues and informal words, you can still get 7.5. What, Nakul? Seriously? Yeah, I'm going to show you the real stuff. Kamal then writes, so this guy, in many parts of the world, so life expectancy is increasing. Discuss the advantages. If life expectancy increases, what are the advantages? You will have a better bonding with the family, because you can be with the family for a longer time. And you can do many things, man. People die at early age. That's his main idea. But let's see if he has written with respect to one main idea, one supporting idea, one example. There is no denying that living longer allows people to experience more things in life. If comma is not required, he has written, that's a mistake. If a person is able to living longer allows person to experience more things. That is his main idea. If he is able to live beyond the age of 65, they. Wrong, no? If a person becomes they, so wrong. It's if people. So he had these issues, some grammatical issues, but I'm going to show you how much marks he got in the actual exam in just a while. They had a chance to do things they have not previously done when they were younger, such as traveling, opening business, and stuff. Nakul, how can he use the word stuff? Stuff he cannot use, but he has got 7.5. I'm going to show you, because the real things are something different. Okay, stuff, that's a wrong word. With one wrong word, you will not get 5.5, man. They're testing your skills, understand? Isn't it so? Well, stuff should not be used. I totally understand that. But the point, what I'm trying to say, even with that, you get marks if your essay, overall essay looks good, follows the structure. So main idea is living longer allows people to experience more things. When you live beyond the age of 65, opening business and stuff that generally makes them happy, a lot of things you can do. For instance, he gives an example. Main idea over, supporting idea over. For instance, example. Canada, which is one of the many countries that have high life expectancy, have seen a raise in the number of people being satisfied with their lives as they have the opportunity to explore life to the fullest before eventually passing away. Entire thing is talking about experiencing more things. He has not added anything else so far. Hope you agree with it. Now here he finished one idea. Now he writes second idea. Another advantage would be that they would be able to have the chance to see their extended families while they're alive. Main idea. Support it, man. This will help them build bonds with one another and take their relationship to the next level. Supported it. Why can't he get 7.5 even with few mistakes? Because the person is skilled. He has narrated it beautifully. What are the disadvantages now? Despite this, a drawback that would be that it puts significant strain on the nation's healthcare system. That is his main idea. Now he should continue talking about how it puts a strain on the nation, healthcare of the nation. Main idea is done, supporting idea and example. Let's see. The fact is that as humans get older, they tend to become frail and develop illness. This will, again, coherence cohesion is properly maintained. This will undoubtedly lead to higher number of hospitals and prevent others from getting treatment they require. One idea done. Makes sense. How it puts a strain, he has properly explained. Additionally, higher life expectancy has caused countries to be overpopulated, and he did not stop. Supporting idea. This has led to coherence cohesion. Shortage of accommodations makes perfect sense, and jobs, which in turn makes individuals homeless and have no means of making a living. Perfect. Why don't you get good marks for this? With just one essay you will not get. See, the person has written so many essays. He has written so many essays. Some people, like they get the number from the YouTube and they text me directly in the WhatsApp and share their essay. Could you please, do you mind helping me with just one feedback? I tell them, with one feedback you don't get it. That essay you may write correctly. Next essay, again you may go wrong. Correct? So now let me show you how much marks the person gets. Usually I share the report. I think he lives in London. It was quite late. If you see 12 or 7 p.m. in the night, probably did not see. So he shared this report by himself, Kamaldin Farah. This is the report. Listening 8, reading 8.5, writing 7.5. Well, he had some issues with respect to basic grammar stuff, vocabulary, but he managed to get 7.5 writing. So can you beat that? The real examples, I even showed you his essay. Isn't it? I showed you essay. So what matters is something different. You keep focusing on vocabulary, 10 words, 20 words. Let me learn 100 words because some guy in the YouTube told. Those things actually don't improve your skills, which is actually difficult. Improving vocabulary is a matter of time. You memorize, you get it. That's the reason people in the YouTube share that. The real things, very few people actually share. Here people are congratulating. I think he did not share this experience. But that's the report he got. Let me just show one more. Amna Menon, she is from Pakistan and she was in UK. This is one of the essays. Let's quickly finish this off. People have access to computers and a large number of children enjoy playing computers. What are the advantages and disadvantages of playing computer games or video games? Very simple. Advantages I've written here. You can just pause the video and watch. Not much of the mistakes. She has reiterated few of the ideas, so I've removed it. That's the feedback she has got. Disadvantages. So this is where people get 6.5. Disadvantages of playing video games for children. Let's see this. On the other hand, there are some drawbacks for playing video games which should not be overlooked. To put it another way, constant utilization of such games could be extremely perilous for one's physical health, especially younger working class. How? how it could be dangerous, she has to write now. Let's see. For example, prolonged usage of such games may be prone to neck stiffness, which could be detrimental. This may stop children from studies, as they will probably not allowed to study for months. Or how neck stiffness can do this? I mean, that's what the person is not sure about the idea. It's the wrong idea. Neck stiffness. You play video games, you get neck stiffness. No. You play video game. Prolonged usage. See here, prolonged usage. That should be your main idea. That means prolonged usage. These video games are so addictive. It makes you use it for a longer time, and such a prolonged usage leads to addiction. Because of addiction, you will not be able to perform well in the academics. The games are so intriguing that you don't go and feel like mingle with other friends. Your interpersonal skills go down, communication skills, a lot of things are there. And she wrote neck stiffness. Moreover, sitting under screens for transcending hours may put an immense load on strain on the eyes, and leading to, because there are much better ideas than strain on the eyes. Talk about addiction, less social interaction. This is what the examiner will be looking to. Isn't it so? So she gets 6.5 with respect to this. So the point what I'm trying to say is, well, here she got 6.5, but over the time she improved. If you see here, if I just see how many, 1 out of 50 of many, she has written these many essays. Nakul, does one require to write? Yes. Sending one essay and getting the review is not going to help you. For that essay you understand, next essay you again make the same mistake. But now I'm going to show you how much marks, with all these efforts, how much marks the person got. So I'm just typing her name. So here she has finished her exam on 16th December, 17th, I think 11th December or something, 17th December, I think 1 month prior to this. This is what she got. And guess what? She wanted 6.5 in all modules, not more than 7, writing 7.5. This is her hand. This is a real proof. I'm not just showing it. Thank you so much, just because of you and Meenakshi ma'am. So we have the team here, so she has shared the same. I can show that as well. Well, this is her report being shared in the group, where people are actually congratulating her. Same thing, how she got 7.5, not 6.5, sorry, 7.5, and the same report what I just showed, people are congratulating. So the real stuff, what I'm showing you is the real things are these, which are actually difficult. Improving skill cannot happen just like this. You watch a YouTube video and give an exam the next day. No. The real things are something different, where very few people actually share. The rest will all try to entice you to get the more number of views, more number of subscribers, and say, use these 7 words to get full marks. You will not get marks. I mean, you may get, provided your task response and coherence cohesion is correct. So hope you're getting it. If you're stuck at 6.5, it's time for you to think, not just by hearting words, not just knowing some grammatic, using some, like different sentences, you get the marks. No. The point is, the task response should be perfect, and then the coherence cohesion should be precise. When these two are perfect, then you can even get 7.5 as well, even with few of the mistakes, like the way I showed with respect to Kamal and Amna. Unlike this, there are more than 1,000 people with the same story. Just sending one essay, just using the words is not going to help you. So that was the intention of making this video. Hope this video served its purpose and got what you actually needed. So with this, you practice, you need feedback, you want someone to guide you. So think about it. So if you want support from us any point of time, for an online support, for an online course, online feedback, any point of time, you can reach us out to the number given there. We will be definitely happy to assist you. So with this, I'm parking the video here. Very soon I'm going to come back with next set of videos. I really hope you like the video. If you think the video is really good and helped you, give your appreciation with a thumbs up and share this to your friends, so that this will be useful for others as well. And if not, subscribe to this channel. I exactly know what you have to do. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. This is Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Very soon, I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.